Today on Forbes, how Marjorie Taylor Greene locked in her taxpayer-funded pension for life. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has rarely shied away from speaking her mind. First rising onto the political scene as MAGA's QAnon conspiracy-spouting congressional candidate, she quickly established herself as a Donald Trump loyalist and right-wing bomb thrower once in office. Even after breaking with Trump, most prominently regarding the release of the Epstein files, Greene, who was 51 years old, was one of 4 Republican representatives who bucked their party to get a bill to do so to a vote. She announced her resignation from Congress with a hand grenade of a statement, saying, quote, "It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife hoping it all goes away and gets better." The fiery rhetoric might lead one to assume that her resignation is effective immediately. In fact, her last day in office will be January 5th, 2026, over a month away. One potential reason she is hanging on for a bit longer, enduring the president's ire and the possible threats to personal safety that sometimes follow, it ensures that she will be in office for more than 5 years, locking in a bare minimum congressional pension. Taxpayers will pay Greene $725 per month, or about $8,700 annually, starting in 2036, Forbes estimates, which translates to a present value of a bit over $40,000. Not that she needs the money, which we'll get to in a minute. Her payout will be adjusted each year for inflation. The National Taxpayers Union, which published numbers similar to Forbes's, estimates that her lifetime payout from the pension will likely be upwards of $260,000. But if she decides to leave office just 3 days earlier, on January 2nd, 2026, she'll get zero, zilch, nada. Here's how the calculation works. In addition to having access to a 401k-style savings account, members of Congress earn defined benefit pensions, a retirement perk unavailable to most private sector employees. After paying into the federal employees' retirement system during their time in office, a congressperson's monthly benefit, which begins paying out at age 62, is determined by multiplying together their length of service, their highest paid years while serving, and an accrual rate that differs depending on when they join the system. When she officially resigns, Greene will have been in office for almost exactly 5 years, the minimum to qualify for the pension, and will have been paid $174,000 all 5 of those years, as congressional salaries haven't increased since 2009. Her accrual rate is 1%. Multiply it out to get $725 per month. Even without a pension, Greene is perfectly financially comfortable. She and her now ex-husband purchased a construction business, Taylor Commercial, from her father in 2002. Since then, it has grown enormously. On her most recent financial disclosure, which only requires a politician to declare values for their assets in ranges, Greene said her 51% stake was worth between $5 million and $25 million, and that she received between $1 million and $5 million in ownership distributions in 2024. Another business that appears to rent out office space, PMLTD Inc., is worth between $1 million and $5 million and generates income of between $50,000 and $100,000 annually. Greene has a condo in Washington, D.C. in addition to her home in Georgia, though ownership of the latter is murky, and at any rate, members of Congress don't have to declare personal residences on disclosures. And she's liquid, holding between $3.1 million and $8.3 million in cash and investments. Most of that is in a credit union account worth between $1 million and $5 million, but she also owns a portfolio of blue-chip stocks like Berkshire Hathaway, Caterpillar, JP Morgan, and Hershey. And she's an active trader, filing 22, quote, periodic transaction reports indicating that she'd bought or sold securities in 2025 alone. For full coverage, check out Kyle Kahn Mullins' piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.